Hi everyone! In today's video we are going to be talking about how to learn faster by studying smarter, not harder. And so if you're sick of that hamster life, meaning studying for you feels like putting in a whole bunch of effort but going nowhere and seeing no results, then definitely keep on watching because we're not rodents. Number 1. Purposeful reading. One of the biggest no-nos students make when they try to learn anything really involves the very first step of learning anything really, and that is reading. We go into reading passively. And no matter how hard we try to convince ourselves and the world that all that colorful highlighting we did in the textbook means that we understood what we just read, who are we fooling? Has it ever happened to you that you finish reading an entire chapter, put the book down, and you have no friggin' idea what you just read? Well, yeah, that happens to me too. It's because we go in, we approach reading passively. We have no goal. What are you trying to get out of what you're reading? What are you hunting for? I believe that strategic/purposeful reading is so important and so critical to learning and registering and retaining information faster that I dedicated and made an entire shebang video on that topic. So definitely check it out after you watch this one. But in a nutshell, when you're trying to read, and if you want to remember what you read the first time around, hunt for stuff. Hunt for keywords, for names, for dates. Look at text from the point of view of a professor. If you were the teacher, what would you extract from that text to put on a test? Number 2, Fluent in Brainish. Do you know how the brain talks? Do you know how to talk to your brain? I don't think so, because somewhere along the line we all come to believe that text is the only way to register information up in there, when in fact your brain communicates and thinks in images. And bonus tip, the more ridiculous and hilarious those images are, the more you will remember them. That is why mind maps work. That is why I always recommend people to draw the body parts when they're trying to study anatomy, because our brain speaks in images and in color. I can still remember to this day in an advanced stats class that I could not for the life of me remember the name of a particular type of scale until Bruno over there, who's working on his master thesis, drew some sort of weird horse-looking animal with scales, pointed at one of the scales and said, "Look, it's a Likert scale." To this day, it's been 8 years, and I still vividly have that hilarious image in my head. And now I know what Likert scales are. Number 3, immediate immersion. Did you know that you retain only 10% of what you're trying to learn simply from reading, but up to 90% if you use that information immediately after you were exposed to it? So bottom line, if you want to learn something really quickly, use it, practice it. After you read the chapter, there's probably practice tests at the end of the chapter. Don't binge read 6 chapters in one smooth go. Do one chapter, do the practice tests for that chapter. Do another chapter, do more practice tests for that chapter. You feel me? It has to be very like, And it also helps for my friends who have trouble focusing. This, chunked up studying is awesome because you study in bursts. Try it out. Number 4, the minimalistic study routine. I'm pretty sure you are all familiar by now with the Pareto, wow, I don't even know how to say it. My accent's really coming out right now. Basically, the 80-20 rule. Well, it also applies when you are studying, meaning 20% of your study and learning methods will lead you to 80% of the results you want. So when you're trying to build a study schedule or a study routine, don't get overwhelmed and try to watch a bunch of YouTube videos and like, oh, she said this method works, I'll put it in my routine. Meditation, I'll do that. Planner, bullet journal, digital, I'll do just calendar blocking. I'll do all of them. No, that's not the way to go. 20%. If you have a handful of 3 methods that work for you, perfect them. And also using such a minimal set of tools and techniques will allow you to enter the flow state, which is a biggie if you haven't seen it. Study bubble is legit. And finally, number 5, latch on to existing habits. There is no way around this. If you want to learn something quickly, repetition and frequent exposure and interaction with the material will get you to remember it more and to understand it more. So how do you do this? The easy and quick way. Everyone brushes their teeth in the morning, right? If you're having trouble remembering a formula, the Likert scale, the name of a psychologist or a theory or something like that, put it on a post-it note, stick it on your bathroom mirror. When you go brush your teeth, you inevitably look at it. Repetition attached to an existing habit. If, for example, when you eat your breakfast, you're on your phone, automatic. It's already there, you're already doing it, might as well bank on it. Put the screensaver on your phone, your cheat sheet, or download a game that helps you practice what you're trying to study and play that instead at breakfast. You already have time, you already have a habit solid, established in place. Just latch on the repetition and put it in there. You don't even have to try. And you don't have to go out of your way to get more time to study and to learn something new. It's all about saving time. That's all I'm trying to do. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to me if you like what you see, because I post videos every Thursday and more school videos are coming. Bye guys!